go to see a psychologist, they may not have the training that you have. They may not think the way Glenn thinks. So if they're going to give me the label, I might as well take that and use it to my advantage so I can, make a positive come out of a, let's say, negative label.
Yeah, no, I understand that argument, and I've heard it before, that the label helped, the label made me confirm that what I was going through was not something in my head, just in my head. It was actually an actual issue that I was struggling with, and I respect that. So what I usually say on top of that is, now that you've identified it, yes, now you have a label. What would you like to do with that label? Would you like to own it and use it to define the kind of life you're going to live? Or would you like to use it to be able to build a life that is beyond that label? Because it's very easy to take that label and then limit yourself and stop exploring and being curious about your life, because you've already established that this label is who I am. So then that becomes another prison that you put yourself in. Now you have a label, yes, but now you're in a prison. You cannot build a life outside of it. So I challenge my clients all the time. I'm like, okay, yes, we have identified. Fine. I'm going to give you a label if that will make managing easier. But then
Right.
where would you like to go with this label? What would you like to do with it?
What now?
What now? Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Okay.
does your life change? What would you like to do?
Okay,
Yeah.
no, that's great, but I want to shift the focus a little because we're talking about a lot of the labels. You mentioned briefly the history, but what, aside from, I want to say the witch stuff you mentioned in the beginning, more present day. Present day, I heard you speaking and you said that there's a mental illness portrayal that you see on social media, and you said that it's becoming a common trend. Like, and I know you may know if you're on social media, you hear the word narcissism get thrown out like it's somebody's name. You hear anxiety all the time. You hear I'm depressed so much, and not only is it being portrayed, it's being monetized, and it's not what it is. It's it's a facade of what we think is going on. And then even if we take it to a step behind that, we have this facade, we have this image in the present, but then that's taken away from the actual issues that you could say Africa, Kenya, and whatever you want to call it, feel. Because there is some actual issues that come from history that could be physiological, which goes to the holistic approach of psychological and even physical. They all work together. So, what are the real issues that are being overlooked by those portrayals we see on TikTok and et cetera, et cetera?
I don't know what the best way to answer this question is, but I can say that, first of all, something that I've seen is people trying to use mental health and mental illnesses and mental health issues in general as something to get some kind of sympathy or leverage out of the internet, just to seem as there's a kind of aesthetic that comes with having mental health issues, to say, yeah, I'm anxious,